What we have unfolding before our eyes is going to be an absolutely incredible year. It's going to look massively chaotic. It's going to look very scary at times, but rest assured, if you've been doing the work and getting present and really creating space between you and your thoughts, your awareness and your thoughts, you're going to be able to navigate this year in just an absolute amazing way and experience all of that incredibleness that you actually came here to experience. We are going through a massive increase or explosion in consciousness. The light that's streaming in from the sun is just really obliterating all of the density that's been held or stuck within the planet. It is all starting to rise. We're seeing a lot of physical activity in earthquakes and some flooding and volcanoes and things like that. There's going to be some strong storms. All of that is going to continue to really pick up as this year goes on. But the consciousness that's landing is really the story here. That is creating all of the effects that we're going to be experiencing, like I had just mentioned, all of the physical things. It's also going to bring about a lot of emotional density release, and the collective is going to experience this in a big way. Now, we've been going through this over the last 5, 6, 7, 10 years, really healing, clearing our emotions, learning to be the observer, learning to allow everything and feel it, really giving yourself the the acceptance, the ability to really just to be able to dive in and feel, right? Just feel everything, become the observer of your thoughts, allow the emotions to move through you. That's the density that's been clearing. And as a result, your body's risen in frequency. It's attracted more of your light. All of that light that's coming in from the sun is you. And you've been integrating all that. Well, we've been grounding all of that into the planet over these last number of years. And the planet is releasing as well. So all the light we're receiving is coming in, and it's just like reconstituting the matrix, right? The system, the grid, whatever you want to call it, is being reconstituted in a higher frequency manner. It's reflecting a higher frequency reality. But in order to really start to experience that reality, which we have the ability to experience it now, we could see a lot of the love, a lot of the shifting, a lot of the changes out there among certain people that we deal with. Maybe we see some random acts of kindness, maybe increasing things like that out there. But sure enough, that light is coming in, and all the density that's beneath it is rising up. So a lot of the people who haven't really experienced that expansion of consciousness are going to be stuck rising with that layer of fear and anxiety and stress that's coming up, that's going to manifest. Now we have the ability again to see through all that because we're anchored into the body. We're anchored into our light. We've grounded a lot of our light. And we know that all of this is just a process playing out. It's density being released collectively. The collective, though, a lot of people who are still asleep are going to experience a lot of fear, much like they did a few years ago, right? That's going to come back up. That's to be expected. That's part of the process. Okay. So it's up to you to really stay anchored in your light and make sure that you frame all these experiences, everything that's happening, as just an expansion. It's a healing, it's a clearing, much like it was when you went through the process yourself and you dealt with all those emotions. You cried a lot. Maybe you're still experiencing that. We always are going to be experiencing this healing on a deeper level. But just like we went through that, the collective is about to get hit with a huge opportunity for expansion. Now, there are a lot of people who are going to resist that, refuse that, and they want to live in the comfort zone that they know as tension and stress and those types of emotions, anxiety, whatever. That's okay. You are not here. It's not your responsibility to save everybody. All we need to do is make our light available to those who are ready to experience it. Remember, you are the reflection of who they know they are. They just haven't connected with that yet. So radiate your light, radiate that stability in the chaos. Think of like the lighthouse in the storm. That's who we are. That's who you are this year. Be that lighthouse in the storm. And we get to watch this. I remember a few years ago, I was on a craft um, just overlooking the planet with my Pleiadian guide. She's there. There were others there. And we were just kind of watching everything unfold from a higher perspective, knowing that it's all happening naturally. It's just part of the process. So watch everything unfold as this density gets released. You're going to feel it, but our job is to really feel it and allow ourselves to feel it, right? And alchemize that. We can assist in the process, continue assisting in the process by feeling all of that energy and alchemizing all of that density, right? Nothing's truly ever stuck. It's been hidden, vibrating at a very slow rate, slow frequency, and now it is coming up and rising and starting to vibrate faster. But it needs to be felt, it needs to be experienced, it needs to be seen, it needs to be known, just like your traumas had to be known. They had to come up so that you could experience them, they could be seen, and you could hold that space and bring it all back in. So everything you've been doing in terms of your growth, anchoring yourself, becoming stable, becoming the observer, grounding into the planet, is all for what we're going to be experiencing here in the new near future. Okay, this is how New Earth starts to manifest. Okay, it kind of separates off from the old Earth. Many people are going to have their arms wrapped around the old Earth because they like that fear. Like I said earlier, they feel that, it feels comfortable. But there are so many out there who are ready to awaken and say, you know what? I've had enough. I'm ready for a new way of living. I'm ready for a new me to manifest. Okay. New me, meaning your higher self. Embody your higher self. Start operating and living from a perspective of unconditional love instead of fear and anxiety and repression. Those types of dense emotions, those are going the way of the old. Okay. So as these timelines kind of start to do their thing, you're going to have the ability to see both and experience both of them. You're going to stay anchored to the new because you anchored your higher self into your body. So that's kind of where your feet are grounded to, right? But yet the old is moving through. It's coming up and you're going to move through it, which means you're going to be able to feel it, but keep your feet anchored to the new earth. And you will just do an amazing service in just alchemizing that density, assisting in the collective, and allowing yourself to really be that beacon of light, that lighthouse in the midst of the storm. Now, from the Lightworkers' perspective, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it looked very grim. It looked very dark, right? It looked hopeless. No, now we're connected. We've got that antenna way up there into the higher frequency fields. We're anchored into the planet. We know this is like the birth canal. This is the birth canal. Yeah, you're going to feel squeezed, but once you emerge, amazing things are going to be perceivable and there for you. So just in the midst of all these energy waves, all this light we're receiving, all the density that's coming up, all the craziness that you're seeing out there, remain anchored to the new, remain anchored in your body, do what it takes to stay aligned throughout the day. And as you're out and about, align with your light, right? Get into the heart space, make that energy available for others because there are so many out there who are ready to just pop awake, pop open, and they're going to be looking for something that feels right. And that thing, that's something that feels right, is you. If this video resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you watch this one next. Thank you.